President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, to further engage the South African authorities on appropriate measures he will take to end the xenophobic attacks on Nigerians in South Africa. He has also given approval for the immediate voluntary evacuation of Nigerians who are willing to return to Nigeria. The president gave the directive upon receiving the report of special envoy he sent to President Cyril Ramaphosa last week to register Nigeria's concerns over the attacks. The presidency, in a statement on Monday, said the special envoy, who is the Director General, National Intelligence Agency, Ahmed Rufai Abubakar, had returned to Nigeria after the assignment and submitted his report to Buhari. Now, over 600 Nigerian residents in South Africa have indicated their interest to return back to the country following a wave of xenophobic attacks by South Africans on African national residents in the country. This was revealed by the Chief Executive of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, as she met with the members of the Senate Committee on Diaspora Affairs. Dabiri-Erewa says documentation is still ongoing and those willing to return to the country will be brought back by the federal government.
640 Nigerians voluntarily registered to come home, and they will be home in a couple of days, and we believe that more will still be coming to register, but right now we have 640. That means 2 planes will convey them home starting from a couple of days. Now again, with the envoy will be briefing the president. So with the envoys briefing to the president and having everything in place, Mr. President will be taking a few more decisions, but we have to wait for the briefing from the envoy. But in the meantime, we continue to demand compensation for Nigerians that have been attacked in South Africa. And also, we know that 8 policemen have been charged to court for their involvement in killings of Nigerians in South Africa, and I think 4 more have been recently arrested. We are demanding that these investigations must end so that we can know exactly what is happening. So as it is now, the moves taken by government, Nigerians in South Africa are very excited about it and happy about it, and we continue to reiterate Mr. President's directive that no Nigerian should be treated anyhow, anywhere in the world.
In this regard, just as we were briefed by the Minister for Foreign Affairs, the chairman of the commission had also briefed us that the envoy is back in Nigeria, presently briefing Mr. President on the meeting between the envoy and the President of the South Africa. And also, it is after this that we'll be able to know what further action will be taken by the President on how to tackle the matter. I will also assure that the strategic objectives of this effort by the Nigerian government are still in focus. What are these objectives? 1, to ensure that the South African government live to its responsibility of protecting life and property within its territory as required as a state, and therefore they should be able to also pay compensation to Nigerians whose property have been damaged from the incident that has occurred. We are also further assured that the options on the table are much in such a way to achieve the strategic objective of ensuring that we don't repeat of what has happened. And of course, in terms of taking a precautionary method to protect the life of Nigerians, a register had been opened for which Nigerians who voluntarily elect to return back to the country have signified their interest, and effort is on to ensure that they are brought back to the country, both with the effort of the private airline, and also the government will also see what it can do in that regard.